Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. To return is Jadon Mickens. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's McDonald. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They counted on it.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They'll come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away from the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And some room to roam now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Tua going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's McDonald to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Play action. It's McDonald. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. McDonald. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Tua now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Looking to pass. Tua. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. McDonald sets to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Open man, here is Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Rashad Weaver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Running from the gun, Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lindsey now off the read option. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Lindsey now off the read option. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's McDonald to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. McDonald. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works free. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Cooks on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Here's Tua. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rashad Weaver. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Play action. It's McDonald. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's a give to Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Hey, check back, back six. I got one.
Tua going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Brevin Jordan, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Second and 20. McDonald sets to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action with McDonald. Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. That one into the hands of Kane. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year, and the Titans are going to take the lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Watch the run.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38, Tua. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completion left side to Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Two and now on first down. Finding Miller once more, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 and a throw again. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 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 you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's McDonald to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 97.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's able to find Miller. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Texans on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, here we go.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
McDonald. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McDonald. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. Two running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better.